Yes. 3, 2. Hello, one and all. This is NerdCraft here, bringing you Game 5 of our Best of 5 series. Here, spawning on the southern position of Antigua Shipyard is going to be our Red Protoss player, WhiteRa, and his opponent here, his opponents who tied up the game, who tied up the series 2-2 in the last game, is our Blue Terran player, EmpireKas, and GLHF, GG, GLHF, smiley face, and the little like happy face. I don't really know what to call it. I use it all the time. I'm sure you guys know what it is. It's this one. So yeah, we're going to last game, final game in this series. It's the last game. This is just going to be so awesome. This is IC Cup Antigua Shipyard, so that means that the gold is in the middle. The two golds are in the middle, which a lot of people consider broken for Terran, and as well as the supply depot at the bottom to prevent any wall-offs. So yeah, Kas has to be feeling pretty confident right now. I mean, he's able to tie it up against WhiteRa of all people, and you know, he's probably pretty excited. He's like, ooh, I wouldn't be surprised if he's really nervous, actually. You know, just really excited and nervous. Like, fifth game, man, fifth game. This is the one that's going to decide. And as you see, the SCV coming in and going to start hacking away at that, or drilling away at that probe, actually, because they have drills. They don't have axes, so they can't really hack. And we have a refinery going down there for Kas. 14 refinery. Pretty standard. Which means he's going to... This could indicate whether he goes for some sort of 3 racks opening or just a 1 racks expansion. Maybe even 2 racks expansion with add-ons. WhiteRa is going to go for gate first. He's not... I think he's done with the Nexus first. I think he's kind of thinking, I need to play standard, maybe even a little cheesy. You know, this is a best of 5 series. I definitely want to win it. Hopefully it's going to be an epic game. I sure hope it's going to be, because epic games and the finals are just like the best. Like when it's the final game of a series that's just been epic, and the last game is epic as well. Not only is it just like, this is the coolest thing ever, but as a caster you feel completely satisfied. You're like, wow, everything about that game was perfect. It's kind of like that's what it kind of feels like, you know, from a caster standpoint, when you get a really good series that goes to the rubber match, and the rubber match is, you know, one of the best games you've seen in this series. It's just, you know, you have a sense of fulfillment. Especially me, because whenever I get those, I always feel like, you know, I did the viewers good. I did the fans proud. I brought them what I promised, because, you know, my channel's promise is at least 3 games a day. Unfortunately, I had to break that one yesterday because Fraps was being really ridiculous on me. So that is for those who don't feel like reading the channel info and things like that. I certainly can't blame you. It's pretty long. It pretty much says that I strive to get at least 3 games out a day, as well as really high action back and forth games, not just a game where it's 2 turtle players and then 1 massive glob in the middle and that's it, the game's over. But no, I strive for those games that make you really glad that you watched. So as you see here, Kas's SCV was denied any scouting. All he saw was a cyber core and gate and gas. So he doesn't know if there's a second gas, or there's he knows there's 1 gas, but he doesn't know if there's a second gas. And if there's 1 gas, that's a very high indication for 4 gate, which we don't really see anymore, thank God. But as we see here, 3 gates coming up for WhiteRa. This might just be a 3 gate expand, really safe, really really good. And Kas is getting a bunker up. I think he might be feeling some pressure coming on. He doesn't really know anything. Of course, knowing this is the last game, and if he wins this game, he'll advance. He must be feeling like, oh God, if I don't do it right, you know, that's not going to be good at all. And here we see a starport with cloak on its way. So this isn't good either. WhiteRa decided to go 3 gates into an expansion, and not like a 2-gate robo or some sort of early robo like he's kind of known for doing. So this won't be good once this cloak Banshee comes out. Hopefully it won't do too much damage to him. But I'm nervous. I'll tell you the truth. I'm pretty nervous about this, because there is no robo. Well, there's the robo right now, so I'm not as nervous anymore. But the first Banshee is done. Cloak has a ways to go. So you have 46 out of 110, and the robo has 100 to go. So yeah, and then the observer has a really short production time. So yeah, I think I know WhiteRa will be able to repel this. This isn't me just saying, like, talking like I already know it, but this is just me with complete faith in WhiteRa, because of course I'll have to re-emphasize that I don't watch the games before I cast them. That's stupid. You see the Banshee coming in. She does not have cloak, so she is going to be taking some damage. Just a little under half health right now. I think it's just a square. I think is it one square represents 10 health for some? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's test this theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it does 80. So no. Zealot in the front there, just trying to make sure that nothing too sneaky. Just trying to make sure that there is going to be no ground pressure following this. Kas is going to be using his Banshee as scouting now because cloak. I was about to say the cloak wasn't finished, but it is now, and the observer is done. Where is it? Where's the observer? I could have sworn the observer just got done. Did he accidentally cancel it? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, if he accidentally canceled, that's not good at all. WhiteRa losing 4 probes, 5 probes. There comes the 6 probes so far, and here comes the stalkers. The observer needs to get over there. There's another cloak Banshee, that same one actually. So far WhiteRa has lost 8 probes to this single Banshee. He needs another observer. I think he got the other observer out. Where's the second one? Yes, there is 2, so I think there's the one up there, and then there's the second. Okay, so yeah, the Banshee's being completely repelled now. That's how you do it, guys. Repelling Banshees 101, brought to you by WhiteRa. Repelling Banshees 101, brought to you by WhiteRa, and sponsored by TTE Sports. Special thanks goes out to EmpireKas for providing Banshees for this example. There you go. Though he did lose quite a bit of probes. He did lose 8 probes in the beginning. Not exactly cost efficient for Banshees, but at the same time, you know, it's always good to lose probes in the... it's never good to lose probes in the beginning. So Kas actually has pretty good scout. No, he doesn't. Never mind. All he knows is that there's some gateways and stalkers. He doesn't know about this robo and robotics bay. I don't think extended thermal lance is... Nope, it's not being researched at all. Looks like WhiteRa is going to try and do that 2-base timing attack again that he did in the 3rd game. Yes, 3rd game. So yeah, and these Banshees coming forward. I'm gonna snipe off this pylon. I was at first really scared that Kas was gonna be doing a 1-1-1. I'm like, oh come on, the worst thing you could end a series off with is a 1-1-1. No one likes you if you do that. But here comes the Banshees in. Gonna cloak. This is really sneaky from Kas, because these guys are still playing it smart. Now he knows that the Colossus are being produced. There are already 2 Colossus though, so don't know. Kas is gonna swing into Viking production, as we can see here. 2 Vikings on their way. Extended thermal lance now just starting for WhiteRa. I think Kas might be thinking what I'm thinking too. That 2-base Colossus timing that Protoss has against Terran, really powerful. Again with that waterfall. There's the waterfall sounds right here. I don't know if it's just mine or it's... I don't know if it's just my game that's glitched or the actual map, but every single time I play a replay, right here, there's always a waterfall sound. Ugh! This is one of my other games too, so... Concussive shell being researched, as well as level 1 weaponry for infantry, 2 Marauders, 2 Vikings being produced pretty consistently. This is a scary army looking here for Kas. We have 3 Banshees, 2 Vikings, 10 Marauders, 13 Marines, and a Raven, to 7 Zealots, 3 Colossus, 8 Stalkers, and a Sentry. And here come the Banshees right now. It looks like they're going to pick off a Zealot or 2. WhiteRa, knowing that he cannot afford to lose these Colossus, gonna try and scare Kas away. These Banshees are fairly low energy. That one can't recloak. This one can, but not for too long. And this Banshee's still there. She's just recharging her energy. Gonna try and make another swing. She did another swing. Kind of lost a couple of health by the looks of things. And here comes a 4 Colossus push here coming out from WhiteRa. Kas does see this. He's using these Banshees kind of as bait, because WhiteRa knows he can't let these Banshees go free or they will wreak havoc upon his base. He doesn't know about this one right there. Actually, he is putting some stalkers in the mineral line with that observer, and Pylon going to be going down here pretty soon. There's the Banshee again. She's going to be caught but not dead. This poor factory being put in the worst positions ever. The Colossus is going to go forward. No, Colossus. Bad Colossus. Bad Colossus. You do not make friends with Vikings. They're mean. And a little micro there coming from Kas, just trying to find that right angle with his air units to be able to take out the Colossus. And he has a Raven here, so it's not going to be good for WhiteRa because he's not going to be able to get that vision that he needs with the observer. Now, Kas scanning and seeing that, yes, there is indeed a pylon, so it looks like this is going to be a 2-base attack. And, don't know, I wonder how much, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? Okay, yeah. This isn't as big as it was in Shakura's Plateau. Vikings moving forward. Gonna snipe off some shield for the Colossus. WhiteRa moving it back. Luckily, his only shield so far. Point defense drone was put down, but it wasn't put down in a place where it could really stop any stalkers. Ghost sniped off right away. That is not good. You do not want to lose the Ghost. Looks like, actually, Kas being really genius about this. He's moving his Vikings into the range of the point defense drone to make sure that the stalkers cannot do anything. This Raven is going to spot that observer if he moves forward. More stalkers being warped in. This isn't looking good for Kas at all, but then again, it's 164 to 140 with Kas in the lead. If we look at economy, it's 56 drones to 56 SCVs to 43 probes, and we see here not going to pick off a Colossus. Yes, it does pick off one Colossus. There's so many Vikings here coming from Kas. Another Colossus on the way. 2 Colossus coming down now. As you can see, now the reinforcement from the bio. This is not looking good for WhiteRa at all. Everything's going to be cleaned up for by Kas, and WhiteRa just trying to get his stalkers out. GG, well played from WhiteRa, and EmpireKas takes this best of 5 series 3-2 in a pretty close fashion, I'd have to say. I wouldn't say convincing fashion because, you know, it's a 3-2 series, so that's not really convincing, and Kas was also not looking in stellar form in some of those earlier games, but this game he just nailed it right on. He got the right amount of Vikings out and everything, so it was all good. He even used point defense drone pretty well to get those stalkers from killing the Vikings. I was wondering, why aren't these Vikings dying? There's so much stalkers there with point defense drone there. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this best of 5 series as much as I enjoyed casting it. I love casting series, especially best of 5s. Best of 7s can feel a little long, but those are even more fun to cast when they go to the final game. And if you like games like these, series like these, so please subscribe to my channel because this is what I strive for. Of course, I have to mention my channel promise that I said earlier, that I will guarantee at least 3 videos a day of really high action, really good games coming to the channel. And if you feel obliged to, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is at nerd_craft. That's when you'll get updates of when I'm going to be casting, what games I'm going to be casting, whether they're PvZ, TvZ, PvP, ZVT, PvZ. I think I said PvZ like 3 times in that. So yeah, and what else is there? Also, you get updates from the live. You get updates for when I go live on my stream, which I do, but that's usually on the weekends, and it's I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. And it's just usually my ladder matches with ladder analysis as well. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this game. Please do subscribe. It's awesome. I love when people do subscribe. And my name is Nerdcraft. That's it. I am out.